That's right, you jackass. It's time for another Captain Mac live stream. What am I doing exactly? Live streaming. Who am I live streaming for? Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Captain Mac live stream. Microwave, so nice of you to join us. Where have you been? I just tugged on the cord of my camera and made it go a little tilty tilt, so I'm sorry if that scared anybody. It certainly scared me as I thought I was about to throw my camera out the fucking desk. Pink Sake is now ruined. I can't hear without crying. That's how it works. This is reality. You're one of us now. I was traveling. I had to solemnly swipe away stream notifications. That's a big rip on that one. But you're here for a card opening stream, and those are epic. Those are exciting. Today we're opening this one with the magic squirrel on it. It's called Modern Horizons 2. Scorpion, how are you today, by the way? I didn't say hello to you as well. Microwave, how are you doing? How was your traveling? Besides seeing a dog on the train that the owner did not want you to touch. Worse things could have happened. You know, you could have gotten beat up on the train. There are too many videos of people getting beat up on New York City subways. I would not trust that subway system. Second to drawing stream. I gotta get back into drawing streams. I haven't drawn it like at all in quite some time, and I want to and I need to, and the drawing streams are always a big motivator for me. I gotta like make those a more regular thing or something. Maybe I can alternate drawing streams and card opening streams. I've been doing card opening streams every other Saturday. Maybe on the Saturdays I'm not doing card opening streams. I could do drawing streams. So I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he's feeling a bit better today. I don't know if I'll do that, Microwave. I'd have to do some practice off stream to see if I feel comfortable showing it to people again, because I haven't practiced in a bit, boy. It hasn't been good. How am I? I'm doing fine. I didn't feel like playing anything yesterday except for Dark Souls, so I had this idea. I had an idea for a video about the From Software games, and it's not going to be a video that will come into fruition until I am done with the entire From Software library. And so like I was kind of thinking, if I'm ever going to do this video, it'd be nice to have some footage that is from off stream. So I started a playthrough of Dark Souls and got re-addicted to Dark Souls 1. So all I felt like was playing yesterday was Dark Souls. I didn't feel like streaming at all because I didn't want to play anything else. So I was like, well, I'm not going to force it. So I just played Dark Souls for like 6 hours yesterday. And I had a great time. Because you know what? It wasn't Dark Souls 2. My parents are in the vet right now because they left me because I was sleeping. Oh, well, hopefully he's okay. That's so sad. It's like, for some reason, doing the FromSoft series on stream has really gotten me even more addicted to those games. Like I already mentioned, I already did an entire other playthrough of Dark Souls 3 off stream. Now I'm doing an entire other playthrough of Dark Souls while I'm in the middle of Bloodborne and like thinking about doing a video and all this shit. Like the games are so addicting. The more you play them, the more you want to play them. It's weird. But I saw someone playing Dark Souls in the bus, and man, that game is so dark. I couldn't see it. Yeah. One thing I really like about Dark Souls 3, you'll see when we play it, it's a very bright game in comparison. There are dark areas, but it's a very bright game in comparison. Dark Souls 3 is probably the prettiest of the games. Bloodborne has been bugging me. Like, the thing I don't like about Bloodborne compared to the Dark Souls games is that, like, everything is, like, black and gray, and a lot of it takes place either in wooded areas or like Victorian style cities. So it's really hard to tell the different areas apart and really difficult to see enemies that are attacking you. And that's been a bit difficult to accept. I think like if I were to give Bloodborne, like Bloodborne has fantastic combat. The bosses are great. The level design is wonderful. I just wish they'd gone for a bit more saturation. But anyway, today we are opening magic cards. Today we have some Modern Horizons 2 cards. I don't really know if there was really a theme for this set. I think this set just has a lot of really good cards in it because it was more expensive than regular sets. It cost about twice as much as usual, so they're about $10 for a 12 pack compared to the usual $5. Imagine a Dark Souls mod that makes everything rainbow colored. I've been saying for years, I'd love to see like a Souls-like game, like a really difficult game, but it's just set in like a really cheery environment. Or like, you know, Dark Souls and Bloodborne both take place in like the aftermath of kind of like almost like apocalyptic events. Like all the worlds in Dark Souls are fucked up. You're not at the height of that society. Why can't we ever get like a high fantasy version of Dark Souls where like all the castles are intact and all the enemies are like, I don't know, you know what I mean? All these kinds of games, they always take place in like dilapidated environments, and I want to see something different. All right, so getting into the first pack here. I don't know the order of the cards, so I'm just going to open it raw, but we got a random fucking token on the back. Magic minigame, foraging squirrels. Objective, you're a cute squirrel, which is great. I wish. However, you need to collect food for the winter along with the rest of the squirrels, and you're all competing for the same food strewn across the forest floor. Scramble to get the best stuff. What the fuck is this? All right, well, that's a thing. Okay, ooh, we got an art card. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's really pretty. I love the usage of colors on that. I hope I get the card that this is associated with. That is a very colorful card. Absolutely gorgeous. Got a random swamp. Guardian Keating. Oh, I'm already liking the art in this set already. It's so colorful. Look at that. Look at that keyring. That is gorgeous. Flying 2/3. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Guardian Keyring. Oh, wow. He's stronger with the death of his friends. This guy's less colorful. Deepwood Dennison. I think I've seen this card before. This is probably a reprint. Elf Warrior, 3/2, Vigilance. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each +1/+1 counter you control. Counter on creatures you control. So if you had Guardian Keyring with Deepwood Denizen, that would probably cost a lot less later into the game. Very nifty. Blazing Rootwalla. Lizard boy? How is he alive? Or is he dying? Or is he little fireman? I don't know. Theories are abound. 1/1, Blazing Rootwalla gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. He only costs 1, and you can give him +2/+0 for that same cost. That's pretty decent for how cheap he is. He has a madness effect. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost or put it into your graveyard. So you can cast it for 0. Can he just come back forever then? Is he immortal? Oh, you have to discard it. You have to discard it. It doesn't count if he dies. Feast of Sanity. Oh, I love this card. I love this art. The contrast with the purple looks fantastic. Although this poor man looks like he's very much in pain, and I do feel bad for that. Whenever you discard a card, Feast of Sanity deals 1 damage to any target, and you gain 1 life. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Magic Redaction. Are they yanking the words off that page, or are they... I can't tell if they're like pulling the words off of the page or adding the words back onto the page. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you discard a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. Oh, it's for a mill deck. Fuck mill decks. I hate that. Oh! Look at this little wizard with a couple of hanging out with some koi boys in a koi pond. That's gorgeous. I really like that. Ghost Lit Drifter. My man is indeed quite lit. That's a very pretty card. I wonder if there's an art book with the card illustrations. I don't know if there is. That's a good question. I feel like if there was, these art cards probably wouldn't exist, so who really knows? But I very much like this art. Flying, 2/2. Another target creature gains flying until end of turn. Channel, discard Ghost Lit Drifter. X target creatures gain flying until end of turn. Hey, that's not bad. Especially if you have a lot of tokens on the field. They should make one like a hefty one. Just like all of the best art from all of the best sets. Ooh. The frame on this card looks really nifty. I've never seen this before. Also, the little icon down here. I can't tell if this is a rare card or a common card. I think it's rare, but this is very strange, like, frame on this card. I've never seen, like, this style around the edges. It looks really cool. This guy looks fucking terrifying, though. Is he using corpses as a bridge? I don't like that one bit. Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. When a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, exile Magus of the Bridge. So, when a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, exile. Wait, so one of your opponent's creatures dies, and this thing dies too? I mean, it only costs 3 for 4/4 with the ability to create tokens, so I guess that's a good balance for how powerful it seems, but I don't know. Yeah, step on the meat bridge. See that guy's arm? It's load bearing. Be careful with it. Bloodbraid Marauder. He looks like a madman. Bloodbraid Marauder can't block. He doesn't look like the kind of guy who would do that. He don't even have a shield. What's he going to block with his arm? That's not going to work. Delirium. This spell has Cascade as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. I don't know what that means. When you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without playing it in its mana cost. Put the exile... I don't know what this effect does. I'm confused. Soul Snare. That looks terrible. That looks like an unpleasant experience. My lady's getting her dang soul yanked right out of her body. Oh. This is kind of what it... This is like kind of what it feels like. This is the experience that it feels like when you're in a dream and you're falling and you're about to hit the ground. This is what it feels like you're right above your body and you just get fucking put right into it. I'm sorry if I scared anybody. I hit the desk much harder than I meant to. Wait, what did I... Okay, I thought I did something bad, but I did not do anything bad. We're good. Okay, so you can sacrifice Soul Snare, exile target creature that's attacking you or planeswalker you control. Ha! Ha! Get exiled. Oh, this is an older card. I mean, it's a reprint of an older card. It's not actually an older card, but this is like the kind of frame one would see on an older card, and I love it. It's very classic looking. Not going to see a lot of cards look like this today, I can't imagine, but maybe they brought them back for the sake of this set. I mean, this is a squirrel with a squirrel card. There's squirrels on the front of the booster pack. Maybe they're related. Sorcery. Create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token, and it has Storm. I don't know what the Storm is. And what do we got on the end? Ooh, a little foil. I hate this. I hate this card. What is that? What is that thing? Someone fucking tell me what that thing is. I do not like it. I'm afraid. It looks like a kid who went trick-or-treating and got lost and is probably actually dead, but is processing it as being lost in the woods. I am terrified of whatever that thing is. It's a 1/2. Sacrifice a token. Glimmer Baron gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Oh, sacrifice your creatures to the weird butterfly kid. Do it. Kill them for the weird butterfly kid. I really hate this card. Oh, wait, it says tricks and treats at the bottom. I was right on the mark. Tricks and treats, souls and sweets. On wooded path, whom shall we meet? Okay, so this thing kills children, I assume. I fucking hate it. I don't know, Scorpion. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. I don't think anybody does. That's horrible. See, like, woo! Woo! Woo woo! I am 5 years old. It's an extremely upsetting character. It's like Pokemon descriptions from way back in the day. You know, remember when Drifloon's Pokédex entry talked about how it would, sorry, I'm throwing away packaging right now. Drifloon's old Pokédex entry said that it would float away with children. Like, that's fucked up. What do we got on the art card? Hey, that's not bad. He's pretty handsome. How does that work? I don't, like, my audio processing wasn't good back then. My voice can't have sounded good. I don't understand you, Microwave. I really don't. But I'm glad you're here because someone has to appreciate me, Scorpion. I'm kidding, of course. I just want to start a war for who loves me most in the comments. Scophos Reaver, 2/3, Minotaur Warrior. As long as it's your turn, Scophos Reaver gets +2/+0. He has Madness. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. I already read that effect. Never mind. Ooh, this thing's kind of cool looking. Vyashno Lashclaw. If I knew that what your Breath of the Wild play, hell if I know what your Breath of the Wild, yeah, I don't get it either. It doesn't make any sense to me. Discard a card, creature you control gains haste until end of turn. Pretty basic card, pretty cheap though, so. I appreciate you by telling you no memes in general. Good meme. Revolutionist. This guy is being taken over by the knowledge of centuries so that he can overthrow that which he sees. He's a 3/3. When Revolutionist enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Use it again, boy. Do it, do it, do it. Faithless Salvaging. I kind of want to see a movie like just starred by these two bros. Like their clothes is like pretty modern looking. Like I just got like a straight up button up on. It looks like this is like a drawing of a movie scene, like a National Treasure style thing. Discard a card, then draw a card. Rebound. If you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. Hey, not bad. I don't know what it means by as it resolves. Oh. If you cast a spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. I don't understand what that means. What if for a big channel point reward, people request you play a game of their choice? You can also limit the selection of games. That could be an option. But then we also run into the issue of like, oh, maybe I don't have that game. Maybe it's expensive and I would have to buy it for whatever channel points they bought it for. Maybe it's a style game that I absolutely hate. Well, I guess that would come down to the selection of games. That could be an option, though. Arc-bound Tracker. Little artifact dog. He's very handsome. Menace. Modular 2. This creature enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, you may put its +1/+1 counters on target artifact creature. Hey, not bad. Whenever you cast a spell other than your first spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Arc-bound Tracker. Oh, so you can just build up a bunch of +1/+1 counters if you keep this guy around long enough and then transfer them out when he dies. Not bad. Break the Ice. This looks like a promotional image for World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. Just make a list and you can also limit how long you play the game for. That'd be a good option. That'd be a good way to handle that. Destroy target land that is snow or could produce snow. That's specific considering this isn't the snow set. Overload. You may cast the spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. Destroy each land that is snow or could produce snow. Wow, you find someone with a snow deck and you fucking ruin their day. That's what this card's for. Ooh, I like this guy's art. Look at how colorful he is. I'd be just stealing your channel points at that point, Scorpion. I'd play Monster Hunter World anyway. 1/1, he has a kicker. You may pay an additional 1 if you cast this spell. I don't know what kicker does. When Tide Shaper enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target land becomes an island for as long as Tide Shaper remains on the battlefield. That's strange. Tide Shaper gets +1/+1 as long as an opponent controls an island. Okay, so you make your opponent have an island, and then it gives you +1/+1. MHW is Monster Hunter. It's Monster Hunter World. Beat Fatalis then. I will eventually. I'm just afraid. Hey, we got a legendary, boys. Sarah's Emissary. This is a gorgeous piece of art. So it came out of dang Bible. Oh, praise be. It costs 6, but it's a 7/7 with flying. As Sarah's Emissary enters the battlefield, choose a card type. You and creatures you control have protection from chosen card type. Damn. You find someone with like a specific kind of deck, like find someone with a goblin deck and be like, nope. We have protection from goblin cards. You're fucked, idiot. Damn, Sarah, you strong. This is a very strange placement for a legendary. We're in the middle of this pack. There's still several cards to go. You don't usually see legendaries. Legendary. What am I saying? Mythics. You don't usually see mythic rares at the front of or in the middle of a booster pack. That's very odd. Squirrel Mob. We got another squirrel card, boys. Woo! Sound the squirrel card alarm. Squirrel card, squirrel card, squirrel card. I don't know. Squirrel Mob gets +1/+1 for each other squirrel on the battlefield. Let's make a squirrel deck after this, boys. I kind of forgot your explanation of how Magic is played. It's fine. You don't have to know. Whoa! Look at the art on this card. That is awesome. That's so cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Magic card with like this little color, but it looks so fucking cool. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. I think this is a new kind of art for this card because I think I've had this card before. That is gorgeous. 6/6 with trample. When Phantasmal Dreadmaw becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Interesting. Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? Action. Using the original art of Colossal Dreadmaw as inspiration, design a illusionary version of the dinosaur. Oh, so it's like a different version of like an original version of the card? Hang on. Now I'm curious because we had that other card that had a weird frame. I wonder if that was also one of these cards that had like some kind of challenge associated with it for the artist. That's so cool. I really like that card. Maybe I set it aside. Where did I put that card? Or where was that card? Here we go. Magus of the Bridge. Oh, fucky. I can't tell. This one doesn't have a flavor text associated with it, so I can't tell. But I think these are alternate art forms of card. Hang on. Let me look this up, because now I'm very curious. They're really cool looking, though. Okay, so let's find Phantasmal Dreadmaw. Okay, yeah, so there's an original version of this card, which doesn't look like this. It doesn't have the mono. It's like the same art, but it's not monochrome, and the frame is different, and it costs nothing. It's worth 1 cent. What about the alternate art version? Is this the showcase card? It's an alt art, isn't it? It is showcase. Oh, this thing's worth nothing either. It's also only worth 1 cent. But, okay, yeah, so these are the showcase cards. So let me find out about this Magus of the Bridge thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I knocked the camera really hard. Magus of the Bridge, showcase, I assume. Yeah, so this is a showcase card. Weird. They're not very, like, stand outish compared to normal showcase cards, but they are quite pretty. I keep hitting the camera. I'm so sorry. This one's art is quite cool. Wait, what does the original art look like? Now I have to know. Magus of the Bridge. Non-showcase. Looks the fucking same. Looks the fucking same. The frame is just different. This is so weird. No. Hang on. The original version has a bit more color. This one's got almost like a sepia tint to it. It's very subtle, but there is a difference. Weird. Weird showcase cards. Those are cool. I really like this one, though. This Phantasmal Dreadmaw looks really good. Ooh, this is a really cool card to get as a foil. It complements the design of this creature really well. Thought Monitor. That sounds like something you would find in a sci-fi movie. Affinity for artifacts. I don't know what that means. Flying, 2/2. When Thought Monitor enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Kind of looks like a Pokemon. And on the end, we've got, ooh, another older card. Relearn. My man looks upset. This guy's like going through college a second time and just having a terrible time. I don't blame him either. Microwave, imagine if everything you learned in school was just forgotten the moment you woke up and you had to do the whole thing again. That's what this guy's going through. Return target instant, interrupt, or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Baron taught me that the hardest lessons to grasp are the ones you've already learned. Yeah, I think I grasped what was going on in this card pretty well. Compliments to the art, though. You know, they told me exactly what was going on. Okay, I got that open. We got another squirrel token. Boy, this fucking pack is full of dang squirrels. What we got on the art card? Oh, that's pretty nifty. Look, kind of a boy right there. Thornglint Bridge, artifact land. Thornglint Bridge enters the battlefield tapped, indestructible. Hey, not bad. Very cool art. I really like this. This looks like a level in a video game that I would like to explore. Captured by Lagax. That guy is having a bad day. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. When captured by Lagax enters the battlefield, support 2. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Imagine trying to go to the Magic game with only roted cards. That's what I'm saying. Let's build a squirrel deck and become world champions with it. I think that'd be epic. Knighted Mire, artifact creature, 2/2. Really like the art on this card. He looks very cool. Is he like a Robo Bird man? Because that looks like a beak on his head there. I think he's like a Robo Bird man. He can adapt 1 if this creature has no +1/+1 counters on it. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Hey, whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on the Knighted Mire, he gains double strike until end of turn. Hey, not bad. Oh, we got another one. Mire Scrapling. Just rooting around looking for swords, I guess. 1/1. Sacrifice Mire Scrapling. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So you sacrifice this guy to give this guy his second +1/+1 counter, and then he gets double strike. Hey. Unbounded potential. This boy looks like he's about to have his potential stopped by falling out of a fucking tree. Looks like a baby bird when they just hatch. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Pre-feathers. Choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures or proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. Oh, just double up on those counters. Not bad. Entwine. Choose both if you pay the entwine cost. Oh, hey, nifty. Not bad. Break ties. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target enchantment. Exile target card from a graveyard. Reinforce 1. Discard this card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Pretty decent ability. I don't understand what's going on with the people on this locket just getting fucking destroyed. I know, that's my favorite part. I love artifact cards because, like, you're in this world of magic and wars and like medieval dark ages, but there's still fucking robots everywhere. The art on this looks really cool while we're talking about it. Lazatop Chancellor. Hey, Jess, what's going on? 1/3. Whenever you discard a card, you may pay 1. If you do, amass 2. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on an army you control. If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. Oh, well, nifty. Very cool art on this. I always love the contrast of just like purple on blue. Looks really good. Nothing. Pretty chill Saturday. Sounds great. Unmarked Grave. This is a Dark Souls reference. Not really, but it could be. Search your library for it. You can tell I'm obsessed with Dark Souls right now. Search your library for a non-legendary card. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle. Oh. That's such a weird ability. Just go find any card, then throw it away. I don't understand the benefit of this. It must be, oh, we got something special underneath this. Oh, I don't know what's underneath here, but it's going to look nice, whatever it is. I think the only benefit of a card like this would be like if the card you were putting in your graveyard was one that you could play from your graveyard. That's like the only way I can imagine this being useful. All right, now what do we got underneath here? Whoa! We got a legendary showcase cards, boys. That is gorgeous. Oh. Minati's Wake. It's an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced. What? Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of any type that land produced? Shit. That's pretty good. You just double up all your mana. Fuck. Am I understanding that effect right? That sounds incredibly overpowered. I gotta find out if this card's worth anything. Minati's Wake Borderless. Hey, it ain't bad. It's $9. It's a $9 card right here. That pays for almost the entirety of that one booster pack. Not bad. And it's gorgeous. Love that card. Galvanic Ray. Wow, the art on this looks really cool, especially for one of the older cards. The older cards do have really cool art in general, though. Exile the top card of your library. During that next turn, you may play that card. Storm. I don't know what Storm does. And lastly, ooh, we got more squirrels! More squirrels! So I think Modern Horizons is just like a bunch of really good cards mixed in with a bunch of fucking squirrel cards. I don't know. Dray Keeper. I think he's a Squirrel Keeper. 2/2. When Dray Keeper enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Squirrels you control get +1/+0 and gain menace until end of turn. Well, they are fucking menaces. Look at these creepy motherfuckers and their shiny foil eyes. This art is really cool though. I like that a lot. This is like the 4th squirrel we've come across, Jess. This whole set is just full of squirrels, which isn't shocking because look at the booster pack art, but like a lot of fucking squirrels. I can't open. Come on, bro. Open up for me, bro. Would be mighty cool if you did, bro. We got, looks like some food on the bottom here. Little food token. Whoop. And whoop. And whoop. Oh. Wow. That's nice. Ow. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh, okay. So wait, these might be new cards, but just in older style frames? That's pretty interesting. Maybe they hired someone who was really good at drawing squirrels. They didn't want to go to waste. They hired the most famous squirrel drawer in all the world. So I guess, like, for anyone who doesn't know the history of Magic, like, these are what the cards used to look like. This is a more modern interpretation of, like, Magic cards, but this is what the cards used to look like. So I wonder if this is a new card, and they just chose a few cards and gave them older style frames. Let me find out. I'm going to look up this card, because I thought it was just reprints of older cards, but if it's not, then they might be worth keeping. Galvanic Relay Retro Frame. Yeah, so this is not an older reprint. This is its own thing. They're not worth anything, but they're just interesting. Huh. Well, that's kind of nifty. I might set these aside after all. Gargadon. Creature, beast, trample, oh my god, he's a 7/5. He does cost 7, but that's a big number. Suspend for 4. Rather than cast this card from your land, you may pay the 2 mana and exile it with 4 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana cost. It has haste. Okay. So instead of paying the full 7, you pay 2 mana. You just have to wait 4 turns for it to actually get out. Of course, that lets your opponent know what the hell's going on. Rift Sower, 1/3. Add 1 mana of any color. Suspend for 2. Nifty. Slagwood's Bridge. Again, another area that would look really cool in a video game. Slagwood's Bridge enters the battlefield tapped, indestructible, and you can tap it for a green or red. Not bad. Goblin Archomancer. Ooh, the contrast of red and green on this guy looks really good. Goblin Shaman, 2/2. Each spell you cast has red or green, costs 1 less to cast. Hey, that's not a bad guy to have around. Save your ass some mana. This guy's going to help you out. This is definitely a reprint. That is older art for sure. Liquimetal Torque. Looks really cool. Tap and add a snow land? Target non-land permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other types until end of turn. It only costs 2, but that would be... This has some very specific uses. Foundation Breaker. It kind of looks like it is the foundation for me. It looks like a tree decided to get up and walk. When Foundation Breaker enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. You can evoke it for 2. You may cast a spell for its evoke cost. If you do, it's sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. Oh. Well. Fine then. Diamond Lion. Wow. What a pretty boy. That is a shiny fucking cat, my dudes. See, in theory, a diamond feline would be a really cool pet to have, but, you know, not very soft and probably very heavy. You know, if Luna was made entirely of diamond, I imagine she'd weigh quite a bit more than she does now and would be a lot less pleasant to snuggle with. It's 2/2. Discard your hand, sacrifice your entire hand, sacrifice Diamond Lion, and add 3 mana of any one color. Activate only as an instant. Interesting. He is kind of low poly, you're right. My man's got some edges. My man's looking a bit like N64 days. Sterling Grove. I don't like arm trees. I don't like trees that are armed. That makes me uncomfortable. want to walk through I would assume I'm gonna get grabbed, especially this blood river that seems to be flowing through. Luna's bizarre adventure. Feline is unbreakable. Luna, you break too easily. She's asleep. She's completely ignoring me. She didn't even raise her head. She's totally asleep. Enchantment. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. They can't be targets of spells or abilities. Hey, that's not bad. Sacrifice Sterling Grove. Search your library for an enchantment card. Reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Nifty. Underworld Hermit. Oh, we got another interesting frame here. This looks really cool. Mood. He's the Pied Piper of squirrels. Oh shit, my man does have... It's not a squirrel card. You see him down there? Look at them all. There's a bunch of the squirrels. But we got another monochrome card with just blue poking through. It looks really cool. I like this. This is very nifty looking. Does Luna know when you stream? I think she can tell. Because, like, if she decides to sit on my lap, as soon as I start streaming, she gets off. She'll sit there for hours sometimes, but as soon as I start streaming, she knows to get down. I don't know what's up with it. See, she can tell. I guess it's because I start talking very loudly to myself. I imagine that's a pretty good indicator to her that I am streaming. I'm liking the squirrel motif. I really like this card. This is very cool looking. I'm really curious what like the original art versions look like now. I had to like look them up when I'm off stream because I can't show it, but. When Underworld Hermit enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens equal to your devotion to black. Okay, so this would be a black-green deck. Probably would be the best choice for this card. So many fucking squirrels. Oh my god, this thing is terrifying. Soul of Migration. Are the pigeons riding on it, or is he just kind of flying with the pigeons? Or doves. I guess those are doves. Those aren't pigeons. I think that's what goes through her mind, Microwave. I think you're right. 2/4 with flying. When Soul of Migration enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying. Or you can evoke it. Weird. The art on this is so unique, but it's creeping me out. How many more do we got here? Got it. 6 packs to go. I got 10. So we're almost halfway through. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, 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 oh. Give me some good cards, you stupid shit. What kind of art we got here? Oh, we got this card earlier. I forget what it was called, but we got this card. Now we have the art. Wonderful. Little swamp for the boy. Arcbound prototype. That's really cool looking. I like this guy. He's assembly worker. 0/0. But he is modular. So you can put 2 1/1 counters on him, and then they could be transferred when he dies. Not bad. Foundry Helix. That's really cool art. I like that. I love when like shit's coming at you and you can feel it, you know? They got like a really good sense of the 3 dimensions on this art. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a permanent. Foundry Helix deals 4 damage to any target. If the sacrifice permanent was an artifact, you gain 4 life. Hey, that's not bad. I actually have a white-red deck, and this would fit in just fine, because all of my red decks are based on just dealing a shit ton of damage. Of course, you have to sacrifice something for it to work. This would also go well with my red-white deck, because it's a red-white land. Rustvale Bridge enters the battlefield tapped. Indestructible. Hey, very cool looking. Arcbound Slasher. Okay, so we got an Arcbound dog, and we got an Arcbound cat. Artifact creature, cat. And he's a modular with 4. Riot. What does Riot do? This creature enters the battlefield with your choice of an additional +1/+1 counter or haste. Nifty. Nifty looking card. Tavern Scoundrel. Yeah, I wouldn't trust this guy for a second. This guy looks like the kind of guy who would steal $1 million from you while shaking your hand with a smile on his face. Whenever you win a coin flip, create 2 treasure tokens. They are artifacts with tap, sacrifices, add an artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Sacrifice another permanent, flip a coin. So you just keep flipping coins as you so choose. Nifty. Raving Visionary. Draw a card, then discard a card. Delirium. Draw a card, activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. So it's kind of a late game card. Skylade's Boon. She flying? She can hit the ground and go... You know, she gonna get squished at the bottom of the earth. That sounds unpleasant. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. That sounds about right. For a cost of 3, return Skyblade's boon to its owner's hand. Activate only if Skyblade's boon is on the battlefield or in your graveyard. So you can recycle this motherfucker. Bring him back in. Not bad. Another white-red land. Pay 1 life. Sacrifice Arid Mesa. Search your library for a mountain or plains card. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I don't know why you would want to do that when you have this. Zuran Orb. Artifact. Sacrifice a land, you gain 2 life. There's a lot of land cards in this booster pack. Holy crap. Oop, we got another retro frame. Marble Gargoyle. Really like the art on this. It's very like flat and kind of like watercolor-ish. I guess is how I would describe it. 2/2, flying. Marble Gargoyle gets +0/+1 until end of turn. Not a bad looking boy. Tragic Fall. That's a little foil on the end here. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Hellbent. That creature gets -13/-13 until end of turn. Instead, if you have no cards in hand. Wow, so you just destroy them. You ruin their entire day. Wow, it's horrible. Activate Trap, little rare on the end here. Instant Trap. If an opponent searched his or... Hang on, I distracted myself. If an opponent searched his or her library this turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay Archives Trap's mana cost. Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Fuck. Kyler would love this card. That motherfucker loves his mill decks. He would love that. 13 cards. 13 cards go into the graveyard. I mean, your average deck's going to have between 60 and 100 cards, so 13 cards is kind of a lot. Come on. Can you open up, please? Sir? I cannot open this pack. It doesn't want to open. You don't want to open? Fine, I'll find another way. Got a Thopter token on the back here. Boop. On the front we got... Oh, that's kind of nifty. I love to see the art that the card that this art is associated with. Looks like a nifty young man. Island? Sojourner's Companion. This is one of those axolotls everyone's obsessed with lately, right? It's a 4/4 artifact creature. Affinity for artifacts. Artifact land cycling. Discard this card. Search your library for an artifact land card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. Then shuffle. Interesting. Late to dinner. Just a bunch of boys. This piece of art is signed, which means either it's an older piece of art, which seems likely looking at the style, or the artist is someone famous. I think that's usually the reason. Sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a food token. Nifty. Discerning Taste. Oh, ooh. Look at this handsome boy in the corner. That's a handsome man right there. Look at him. Good old skeletons, am I right? Sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You gain life equal to the greatest power among creature cards put into your graveyard this way. Kind of a late game move, I'd say. I wouldn't want to do it at the top of a move. Or at the top of a match. Kitchen Imp. Flying. Haste. Madness. Kind of just a basic card. Interesting art, though. It's very chaotic. It looks like this guy just knocked down this big eyeball jello. Which, good on him, because I don't really want to eat it. Tragic Fall, seeing you. Hell Mongrel. The art on this card is so unique. You don't usually see this, like, cartoony, thick line style pretty much ever in Magic. It's very weird looking, but I like it a lot. It's fucking terrifying, though. I think it was awful. I would not want to meet that thing in a dark night in an alleyway. Nightmare Dog. You can say that again. 4/3. Discard a card. Hell Mongrel gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it has Madness. big shocker there. Oh, this looks like some promotional art for World of Warcraft too. Looks like some art for the Night Elves or something. Just hanging out with her Spectral Hyena. Interesting that they went for hyena. You don't see that as a spectral animal that often. Very cool looking though. Timeless Witness 2/1. Should have been a Nightmare Squirrel. That would have been better. When Timeless Witness enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Eternalize. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie human shaman with no mana cost. Eternalize only as a sorcery. Weird. So it gets like a major buff from doing that. Interesting. Verdant Command. Is that a squirrel pot? I think that's a squirrel pot. We got another squirrel, baby. It's squirrel time. My stream is kind of dying a little bit if you're seeing frames get skipped. That's why. My internet's being kind of bad today. I'm losing 0.5% of frames, which is a lot. Choose 2. Target player creates 2 tapped 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens. Counter target loyalty ability of a planeswalker. Exile target card from a graveyard. Target player gains 3 life. It's definitely a squirrel. I mean, this has a squirrel effect on it, so definitely. Hey, another squirrel mob. Another squirrel mob. Squirrel. Oh, and Chatterstorm. We saw this one earlier too. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is a cool looking card. Brainstone. It's like a faced vase. It's really ugly. I kind of hate him, but it's a really cool looking card. Artifact, and it's a foil, so that's extra nice. And it's got the retro frame and everything. Sacrifice Brainstone, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. I don't know why there's this star over the illustrator's name. I don't know if there's any significance to that, but very cool looking card. You better open up this time, Mr. Booster Pack. I'm going to be upset with you if you don't. It's trying to. It's like almost open. Come on, baby. Try the other side. Really? Really? We're going to play this game again? Ah! I hit the camera doing that. Fucking stupid fucking. Oh, that's pretty cute. Little land on there. Parcelmeyer. Always little delivering boy. This guy's playing Death Stranding for real. Look at this little mailman. Sacrifice Parcelmeyer, draw a card. He delivers the card to your hand. Crack Open. Sorcery. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Create a treasure token. It's an artifact with tap sacrifices artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Interesting. Hard Evidence. Ooh. My man's looking a bit like High Lord Wolnir. You guys feel me? No one who hasn't played Dark Souls 3 is going to get that joke. So that's just more evidence that I'm obsessed with Dark Souls right now. Create a 0/3 blue crab creature token. Investigate. Create a colorless clue artifact token with sacrifices artifact. Draw a card. Interesting. Shattered Ego. Oh, this guy's dying. Then, you know, sometimes we just die. It's not a big deal. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -3, -0. For a cost of 5, put enchanted creature into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. That's specific. Battle Plan. I don't see much of a plan, just kind of a lot of lines. Like, what do the lines indicate? What's the plan here? We're all going to die because of your mismanagement. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Basic land cycling. Discard this card, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Mind Collapse. This is definitely a reprint. This is a way older art. If it's your turn, you may sacrifice a mountain rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Okay. Mind Collapse deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. We love a raw damage spell. We love it. Fey Offering. What is that? Oh, it's a basket of food, I think. I see an apple and some bread. I thought it might be like an orphan child just left out for the fairies to take care of. Oh, the fairies are good. Our kid's not going to die out in the wilderness. Fairies are protected. At the beginning of each end step, if you've cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell this turn, create a clue token, a food token, and a treasure token. Hey, that's not bad for 3. But you have to do a lot before it's viable. Ooh, we got a legendary, boys. Woo, 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 woo. The legendary, boys. A little fury on our hands. Elemental Incarnation creature. 3/3 with double strike. When Fury enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. Evoke. Exile a red card from your hand. Beautiful art on this card. Its effects aren't that great, but the art is definitely gorgeous. Fan of that. Milliken. This boy is made of straw. That's not a real child at all. Artifact creature. Mill a card, add a snow. To mill a card, I know how milling works. Ooh! Ooh! This is quite pretty. We got another alternate art, or showcase card, whatever they're called. I fucking forget. What do they call the rest of them? Were they showcase cards? That's borderless. Hang on, I'll find out. Yeah, it was a showcase. We got another showcase, another monotone line art this time. Really, I'm a big fan of these. These look gorgeous. I wouldn't want to see them on every card, but, you know, as the odd, rarer card, they look really beautiful. It's very nifty to come across. We got something good on the end here, I think. 2/2, Human Cleric Archer, Reach, and Lifelink. Hey, that's not bad at all. Outlast. Each other creature you control gets +1/+1 counter on it, and each other creature you control without a +1/+1 counter on it has Outlast. Nifty. Pretty card. Oh, it's just a foil on here. Never mind. This isn't that special. Gouged Zealot. 4/3 Cyclops Berserker with Reach. Well, yeah, he's a big, tall boy. He can reach the plates in the top drawer. What, you think he can't? Delirium. Whenever Gouged Zealot attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, Gouged Zealot deals 1 damage to each creature defending player controls. Damn. You can just wipe out a token deck that way. 3 packs left to go. Just give me some more cool stuff. I've actually gotten a lot of cool stuff out of this. Gotten a decent number of legendaries, a lot of these showcase cards. Can't complain too much about the stuff I've gotten. The only thing I can't complain about is the fact that these fucking packs won't open. Bruh! I can't get it. Oh, the hole's open, but I can't get it. I didn't try to use my teeth and failed. I did not. That's not true. I should probably just pull out the scissors. But I'm almost there. Ha! Got it! Yes! Fuck. Why are these cards so hard to... why are these packs so hard to open? I don't understand. Hello, bird. I think it's a dove. I don't know anything about birds, but... I know the hawks are scary ones. Oh, that's quite nifty. This looks like a... I'm sorry, I've got Dark Souls on the brain. This looks like an enemy you'd fight in Dark Souls. I can't help it. It's all I'm thinking about today. All right, we got a black-red land, draws forward bridge, Terminal Agony, destroy target creature, and it has a madness cost. Fodder Tosser. I'm sorry, buddy. You're probably not gonna survive this one. You could try. Maybe if you ball up, you'll hit the ground just right so you don't die, but it seems unlikely. Tap, discard a card, Fodder Tosser. Fodder Tosser deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Scophos Reaver, we saw you before. Same with Vyashno Lashclaw. Vile Entomber, gorgeous art on this card. Looks very cool. Very good contrast with the red on the black. Zombie Warlock, 2/2. Death Touch, always a good ability. When Vile Entomber enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle. All right, that's nifty. Void Mirror on a retro frame. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no colored mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. That's a very specific situation, but it could be a really good counter against certain decks. Ooh, we got a vehicle. Haven't seen one of these in a bit. Haven't seen one of these at all today. I didn't know they were in this set. Dermo Taxi. It's really funny. Okay, because he's... It's Termadaxied, but he's a taxi, so he's a Dermo taxi. That's really fucking funny. I'm sorry, I think that's hilarious. Imprint. As Dermo Taxi enters the battlefield, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control until end of turn. Dermo Taxi becomes a copy of the exiled card, except it's a vehicle artifact in addition to its other types. Interesting abilities. For sure. Greed. Oh. Well, if there's anything you're going to vomit, gold coins can't possibly be the worst. Pay 2 life, draw a card. That doesn't seem very worth it. Oh, we got another Phantasmal Dreadmaw. I'd rather have seen a card that we hadn't already seen, but this card is still gorgeous, so can't be too upset. And a foil of Hard Evidence. Not a bad find, but we'd prefer, foils that aren't also commons. Bro, just open. Thank you. I feel like I'm going to damage the cards inside with how hard I yank on these packages to try to get them open. Fucking shitty token on the top there. Oh, I just knocked off all the cards. I got a lightning spear in there. Ignore that, boys. We haven't seen that yet. All I can think of is the meme. I'm sorry. I can't look at that. Lightning Spear. Artifact equipment. Very nifty looking. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. Pay 3, sacrifice Lightning Spear. It deals 3 damage to any target. Always a good choice. Your nails look so healthy now, don't they? Look at my fucking cuticles. My cuticles have never looked this good. Never. I haven't bitten my nails in months, and as a result, I've been able to pay attention to actually caring for my cuticles. I'm pushing them back pretty regularly. They feel great, too. Thank you for noticing. Mount Vellus Manticore. Oh my god, we got a fucking cosmic Manticore up here. Shooting lightning at people. That's terrifying. It's a 3/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may discard a card. When you do, Mount Vellus Manticore deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of card types this discarded card has. Interesting. A blue-red land. Storm God's Oracle. Human Shaman, 1/3. Storm God's Oracle gets +1/+1 as end of turn. When Storm God's Oracle dies, it deals 3 damage to any target. Hey. You're not going to go down without fighting. Gouge Zealot, seen you before, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. Spreading Insurrection. This man leads the dinosaurs. Like, literally, what is up with the worlds of magic? Can you imagine living in the world of magic where there are not only people leading dinosaurs running around, but also robots everywhere? Like, what is going on in the world of magic? That too, Microwave. Like, you're just walking around one day and a fucking Manticore in the clouds made of stars shoots lightning at you. Like, how does anyone survive in the world of magic? How is everybody not dead? Sorcery. Gain control of target creature you don't control until end of turn. Untap that creature, gains haste until end of turn. Oh, you just yoink them from the boy, huh? Storm. When you cast a spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for those copies. Oh, Storm is an interesting ability. So you can just combo move them with a bunch of spells that get copied. Captain Ripley Vance. You guys know your boy Mac always likes a handsome pirate card. He's got cannons on his shoulders like he's Frankie or something. What a cool gamer. Captain Ripley out here with the cannons. 3/2, legendary creature, human pirate. Whenever you cast your third spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Captain Ripley Vance. Then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Damn! Damn, Captain Ripley, that's a good effect. You have to cast a lot of spells per turn for it to be worth it, though. Ooh. We got our little rare timeless dragon. Very pretty. 5/5 with flying, planes cycling. Discard this card, search your library for a planes card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle, and eternalize. Interesting. Chance encounter. Oh, just a chance encounter with a fire demon. You know, and the rest is history, as they say. They got married. They had fire children. The house burned down. Whenever you win a coin flip, put a luck counter on chance encounter. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a chance encounter has 10 or more luck counters on it, you win the game. Okay. Fuck. So you just make an entire deck of cards that avoid you make an entire deck of cards that involve coin flipping, and you just win the game by getting a bunch of heads, or if you win all of them, I guess. Fuck. It would be a real rush to destroy this thing. Ooh, hey, we saw these guys earlier, but this is the showcase version. Mood, a bit regretful, but still looking for loot. That's kind of what I felt. Discard a card, then draw a card, rebound. Got a foil version of Marble Gargoyle, and that's the last card. I thought we had another one. Last one, last booster pack. What we got in here? Something good? Something poggers? Send me your poggers energy as I try desperately to open this pack of cards. I opened it so hard I hit the camera. Let me just center that up again. Oh, no, that's not a token, so we can't see what's on the bottom. Oh, that's very pretty. How nice. A foil forest. Good sign. Maybe we got a good pack here. Revolutionist. Seen you before, pal. Faithless Salvaging. Saw you guys, but even cooler a minute ago. Arcbound Tracker. Seen you. Galvanic Relay. Seen you. Fucking Christ. What a nightmare creature. My sleep paralysis demon. What the fuck is this thing? Oh my god. Thank you for your Pog energy, Microwave. 4/5 demon with flying. When Archfiend of Sorrows enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn. And you can unearth it. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield, unearth only as a sorcery. God, this thing is fucking terrifying. Directly from hell, yeah. I can say that again. Oh my god. Young Necromancer? Damn, she's kind of cute, though. Hopefully she doesn't, violate the laws of reality. 2/3. When Young Necromancer enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 cards from your graveyard. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Hey, not bad. Who needs imaginary friends when you've got dead ones? Hey, what can I say except true? Fuck me, this card looks really cool. That art is awesome, and it's got a retro frame. Holy shit, that's really nifty. So you can suspend it, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. As Dakon forged the Black Blade for Gaodron Dihada, he unwittingly forged himself into her schemes. Damn, really cool art on this card. I really like that. General Ferris Rockarick. We saw the art card from this. Hexproof from Monocolored. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 4/4 red and white golem artifact creature token. So really good in a multicolored deck. I mean, really just in any red-white deck, which I have one of those, so this could be useful for me. Damn, that's actually a really good card. Flame Rift. Oh my god. It's just breaking reality with the power of pure fire. He is very small compared to his golem friends, but I guess that's just how he's compensating for something probably. Flame Rift deals 4 damage to each player. Classic damage card. I don't know if each player counts as you as well, but worth it. Oh, we got a retro version of this little fucker. Thanks. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. I really wanted another one of these. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, what a wonderful card. What's up, Glimmer Baron? Good to have you back. Jade Avenger. Oh my god. Samurai Toad. He looks fucking awesome. I want to hang out with this guy. I want him to be like my partner character in a video game. He just follows me around and kills everything for me. What a badass. Bushido 2. Whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Not bad. Froggy Fighter at the gate. Draw your sword and meet your fate. What a fucking badass. Is this our last card here? It is. Boggart Arsonists. Planeswalk. 2/1. Sacrifice Boggart Arsonist. Destroy target Scarecrow or Plains. The Aurora transformed Nib and Gik from Mischief Makers into Feral Marauders. They still don't know much about tool safety. Well. Looks like a detailed Pokemon. Are you talking about the Jade Avenger? I can see that. This is like a Pokemon's evolution. You know, like Greninja, how he's like a Toad Ninja. This is his greatest rival, the Toad Samurai. Frog Ninja versus Toad Samurai. I'd pay to see that. Wait, he is a Frog Samurai. Sorry, Frog Samurai versus Toad Ninja. I'd pay to see that. Oh man. That's it. I'm out of booster cards. We got some good shit today, though. Look at this stack of fucking garbage. Although a lot of it is just art cards. So if we pull those out, probably not as much good stuff. But I don't know if I'll be like putting. I originally pulled off all these retro frames so I could put them in my cool art binder or cool card binder. But I probably won't keep all of them because a lot of them are just commons. And even though it's cool to see them in retro frames, it doesn't change the fact that they're just commons with pretty basic art. So I probably won't be keeping all these art cards. There's a lot of them when you get one out of every booster pack, but you know, I'll definitely keep this one and this one. Hold off on that one. Keep that one and that one because that's a legendary, and that one because it's a foil on top of it. Why did I set this aside? It's just a foil. I didn't mean to set that one aside. This one's just a retro card. I have been keeping all the art cards and putting them on the very back of my card binder, but eventually it's gonna, you know, catch up to me keeping too much shit. Definitely keeping that one. Definitely keeping this one. This one's really nice. That's a really great find. Like that one a lot. Keep that one too, and you. So that leaves me with this slightly smaller stack of cards to actually keep. But we got some good pulls today. This is a really great set. A lot of squirrels. Squirrels are pretty pog. We got a lot of really pretty art cards. But a lot of them are kind of basic. I really like this one, though. That one's very cool. So I'll probably just set aside some of the cooler ones. But, hey, thanks for watching another card opening stream. These are always a lot of fun. Where do you put the garbage cards? I have a whole fuck ton of cards in this milk crate down here that just kind of sit in my closet and never really do anything. So... you know, that's it. Maybe someday I'll find a child and donate to him so he can kickstart his Magic addiction since I don't actually play the game. You know, I just collect the cool cards. But I don't feel like throwing them away. I feel like it's a massive waste for me to buy these and then just throw them away, especially in terms of like the paper that's being used. Like it's not very environmentally conscious to buy 120 cards and keep like 15 of them, you know? That's kind of fucked up. So I'm not going to throw them away, but they get sorted out and put into those boxes. Oh, my back hurts. Thank you guys for watching another live stream. It's sweet of you as always. I'm going to switch to the start screen thing so I can just talk. Sorry I didn't stream too much this week. I was a bit busy this week. These things happen. Sometimes I'm not always available, and I know that's extremely sad. You guys get very depressed, but it is what it is. Just put them back into the packaging and seal it and sell it. That's a thing, though, Microwave. You're joking, but that's a thing. People do that, and it's really fucked up. Like, and they don't advertise it as having being open and have had the good shit removed. They just do that. There used to be, like, way back in the day, when foils were a lot more rare than they are now, you used to be able to weigh packages of Magic cards, and you could tell based on the weight if it had a foil card in it, because the foil cards, because of the foil that was on the card, made it weigh a different amount. So they would buy a booster box, take out all of the foil cards, and then resell all the packs with the foil cards removed so that they wouldn't be worth anything. So eventually Matt Wizards of the Coast found a way to fix that problem because they had to. People are way more evil than I thought they are. In Pokemon, they made the mistake of doing a few sets where if you got like a booster box, you could tell based on the arrangement of the packs inside the box which packs in particular had like the really good cards. So people who own card shops, who were not very good people, would keep the good booster packs. They would buy them for themselves. Then they would, take whatever good cards that were in there, sell the good cards to people as individual cards, and make more than they would make just selling the booster pack by itself. And the booster packs you would actually be able to get from them would not have any chance of having the really good cards in them. You could do a sketchy stack sale like you bought. Maybe I'll just do when I have 1 million subscribers, which will definitely happen at some point. I'll just start selling like packs of random magic cards from magic card opening streams. We'll do it as like an eBay bid, and whatever the bid goes up to, I'll just give that to charity or something. That'd be actually really cool if I could do something like that, but I can't imagine the bid would go up very much. But it'd be nifty. Or maybe I could do something similar where I sell some of the really good cards that I find, since I don't really give a shit about having them myself. But I don't know, I'd offer to like sign the card if somebody wanted that. I'd give them a choice, do you want the card itself or do you want a card with my signature on it? And people might bid more for that kind of thing. I don't know. That'd be cool, but I don't have enough viewers to do that kind of thing. So unfortunately, that's so rude. It's really rude. It's really fucked up. But there's money to be made in the card selling game. So, when there's money to be made, there will be people who will take advantage of it no matter what. I mean, shit, the fact that there are fake cards at all, that people can sell fake magic cards is proof in and of itself. Those don't exist just to trip up mobs who don't know better. They also exist for card shop owners who might not, catch it at first. They'll fake a really expensive card and then sell it to a card shop, and then by the time the card shop notices, it's too late for them to do anything about it. They've already given them the money. So, do you have a cool signature? I like to think my signature is pretty cool. I write Mac in cursive, and then I loop it around and I draw a star at the very top. It looks kind of nifty. When I was in high school, I wrote my signature a lot to try to get that down. I don't know why I gave a shit. But I wanted to have a cool signature. I was like, I'm not just going to have my name in cursive. That's boring. I'm going to do something cool. But anyway, that was another live stream. I will be back on Monday. Probably going to play some more Ghost of Tsushima. Got to finish that Iki Island DLC. Not sure how far away I am from beating that. Then other than that, all I have planned is to either do more Ghost of Tsushima streams until that's finished, and Bloodborne on Thursday, as always. So thanks for joining, guys. Have a good night. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining the stream. You make me feel good. Make me feel happy. And as a little update, the Berserk video passed 3,000 views last night, so that's pretty cool. I don't know why my videos always have delayed reactions for getting views. But yeah, it's at 3,000 views now, which is pretty pog. And it picked up a little bit of speed for hitting 3,000, so maybe, big maybe it'll hit 5,000. That'd be really epic, but it probably won't get that far. I think it's slowed down enough that it's not going to get there. But pretty epic, pretty gamer. Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. Bye. Have a good night.